Aquarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. How are you all doing? My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for April. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Aquarius. All right, let's see what's going on. Current energy, crossing energy. Ooh, I love this. You are on your way to a new beginning. Some of you, it's a tangible opportunity here. We have the Page of Pentacles crossed by the Fool. I like that. You're open. You're open to something new coming into your life. It could be a new career opportunity. Whatever it is, it's the start of something that looks pretty hopeful. All right, let's see. Overall general energy, the High Priestess. A lot of intuitive activity here. This is you leaning into your divine wisdom, opening up to the universe, getting the signs, deepening in your ancient wisdom, accessing your subconscious. I love all this. Beautiful energy, Aquarius. Now, the opportunity, the Page of Cups, learning and growing emotionally. You could have a new love offer coming in for some of you if you came here to this reading interested in a new beginning in love. Looks hopeful, very hopeful. Others of you, if you are expecting an apology, you could be getting that this month from someone if they're potentially younger than you with this page energy. You're going to need to listen to and trust your intuition, but I do see a lot of growth this month around staying open emotionally to see what happens, to see what comes in, and keeping the hope and faith, staying positive. Page of Cups can sometimes be our emotional creativity and being surprised and delighted by the things that occur because of that. Stay open is what I'm getting so far this month to whatever comes in. Two of Pentacles, because you're going to make a decision about it. This is playing, I just talked to Scorpio about this, playing hot foot. You're going to have to make a choice, it looks like. And it could be a challenging choice, but it's like, I always tell people, we have this infinity here. This is a karmic card where it's like you get to decide how you address energies coming your way and what to do about them. And I think this is that being in two minds kind of energy. And be careful investing in anything where you're in two minds about it, because it does lead to problems. Okay, that's all I know. So be decisive this month. And it's going to be heavily influenced, the decisiveness around you being led and guided by your intuition. Immediate future, we have the Page of Swords. I'm sorry, Knight of Swords. I love this energy because it's almost, here I come to save the day energy. So this is also powerful movement forward in your mind over the direction you're heading in. I feel like you're on the right path this month. And it's a whole new beginning for a lot of you. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the Lovers. What I say, for those of you who are looking for love, you could have it right around the corner here. I think you're moving past, this might be similar to Scorpio, where you're moving past some recent hurt in a connection, okay? Or this could be you choosing, you know what, I think I want more connectivity in my life. I want to meet new people. I want to invest in something new hobby, new skill set. There's something new coming in that's going to really help you move forward if you felt a little stuck lately. Some of you have felt stuck in a loop, in a connection in your life. Here's the thing about growth. Are you looping or are you spiraling? And the loop is when you feel like you're repeating a pattern in a connection or in life in general, and you're not moving forward and spiraling up. Okay? We're gonna go deeper into this because I feel like you have a choice this month, and that choice is really going to be predicated upon you being led and guided by your deeper knowing. And what if you do that successfully, these energies are going to settle down for you. All right, so let's get into some angel numbers. You have me sitting up more straight in my seat, so you could have this aspect to this month of you. Like the strength of your convictions are going to come into play here. I don't know why, but I'm hearing that. The strength of your convictions, Aquarius. Let's see. It's you here, the Knight of Swords. Sometimes this is when we go to battle. Let's see. Let's see what angel frequencies want to come out before I clarify your tarot spread. I'm feeling, though, it's positive. Scorpio had this kind of like this deep, like, I just need a minute, time out universe. But with you, I'm getting like, I've already had my minute and I'm ready to move forward. 222. Alignment. Yeah. And 444, blessing. There's 4 4s, okay? So you do have some sort of obstacle or hardship that's being removed. It's built character, and it's been an experience for you. But it is a blessing in disguise. If you feel like you had a connection that it didn't get to where you want to go, I feel like there's some sort of blessing around that not working out because something else is coming in. We have alignment. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy, Aquarius. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Yeah, there's some sort of new journey that you're being aligned with. And it could be around friendships, romantic relationships, connections, finding balance. But this is a life choice. Compromise, commitment, and trust are all highlighted this month. And so are obstacles and hardships. So there's some difficulties that you're pushing through. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change are blowing in your favor. Okay? So I think that some things haven't been working out, but it's helping you build a framework for something much better. So they're telling you to hang in there because there's a big break on the horizon. Okay? So this is about you getting into alignment, and twos lead to fours, right? When we build upon the twos, which is our foundational structures of life, we move and solidify those structures in the four energies. So there's some sort of alignment, divine alignment, that will provide a lot of growth. This is also being led and guided by the angelic realm with this heavy energy of the high priestess. You have a lot of guidance that's going to show you the way this month. Okay? So trust in your guidance overall. Let's now clarify these energies. I'm checking to see like which deck did I use? So these two decks are very similar. And I think that's like a message for the readings I'm doing today, even with you and Scorpio. Like, it's our differences that sometimes can be the end of things. But I think that we need to always find the common similarities, the common ground. Yeah. You could be trying to find some common ground here, especially in what you're investing for the long term in and the power struggle that could be ensuing. It could be problems in your workplace where people are arguing, not getting along. It could be in the home. There's some sort of power dynamic here at play. Let's see. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles though. You're doing a lot of work to trust and be guided in, the wheel of hope, the wheel of optimism, the wheel of change. I think there's some really potent changes going on in your life, Aquarius, this month. That they're all setting you on the right path. That's what I'm getting. They're all setting you on the right path, Aquarius. Let's see. Ooh, Queen of Cups. I like to see her coming out. Knight of Wands. Yes. Aquarius. This is gorgeous. Yes, I love it. Aquarius, don't fear. If you're coming into this month right now and you're like, God, it's been a really rough go this year. My Lord. It's like you are coming into beautiful alignment. And what does that create? I mean, this is your high priestess. This is like the veil is thinning. I'm using all of these talents and skills. You could be a spiritual teacher, leading and guiding, even in your own home. It's like you recognize the signs, the synchronicities. You're tapped in, right? This is when you're tuning into spirit, focusing on your own spiritual growth, your own spiritual awakening, which is to be awake in this world, Aquarius. And I don't know an Aquarius, as I dropped that, I don't know an Aquarius that isn't on the spiritual path, okay? Because you just came in hardwired for that. Because you were evolved, right? What can I say? Aquarians are evolved souls, all right? So it's like I feel like you have a lot of good luck this month by being in divine alignment. You're pouring your heart and soul into you in your own fulfillment, and I feel like you're excited. There's a lot of excitement and popping. You're popping with excitement, Aquarius, and I think that your heart is wide open. You're leading with love. I mean, I'd say that whatever you face this month, you've got the goods to face it and deepen as a result. It doesn't feel hard to me. It feels like just this beautiful, symmetrical inner and outer alignment. You could have someone around you. I feel like you're opening up to maybe some new options. Some of you. Seven of Cups at the bottom. Page of Cups. We have someone kind of coming forward. King of Wands kind of wanted to poke out but didn't. Interesting. You may, for those of you who are single coming into this month, you may have someone who's curious around you. Someone with strong fire placements. Someone's very curious. Let's see. You're coming out of disappointment. Four of Cups sideways. That's your opportunity. Some of you, it's like you could feel like, yeah, some of you have a new idea at work. Yeah, I'm getting that there's some sort of pain you're working through here. We have the Three of Swords coming up twice. You could either deal, well, we're going to talk about two aspects of your life here. some of you, this is hitting your career sector. Others of you, this is hitting your home, love life, whatever is going on personally. We'll say personal life, professional life. Page of Cups. This is a need to take a lighter approach overall in this energy, right? Let's just lighten up here. Let's like not take this so seriously, because you are coming out of the previous months of something that's hurt you or disappointed you. And you're doing the work to learn and grow from it, adapt to the changes, right, Aquarius? So the Eight of Pentacles is the time and effort we put into the things that we are good at, our skills, our talents. And you could have feel like you're either not being honored or recognized or valued in your job. And that disappoints. See, when we feel lack in any regards, whether it's an emotional lack in a connection, or a receptivity lack in our work, and we don't feel valued overall, you're taking a look at this lack of value and you're saying, I need to do something about this. I need a new beginning. Okay. And I think that you're putting a lot of time and energy into that new beginning with the Fool here. Some of you are literally starting a new career path or a side hustle because you're really fed up and unfulfilled where you've been. It does, like, this is when I get this energy too, it feels like an energy drain of like a job that you're doing, but your heart and soul isn't in it. Others of you, you are doing the work, to a lot of painstaking work to deal with someone who's emotionally, we'll say they're not as equipped as you are to deal with things in a mature way. Whenever I see the Page of Cups, it's not somebody at their A game when it comes to communicating their emotions, their feelings, their wants, their needs. Okay. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. You're definitely trying to stabilize this month. And I see you. You're like so tapped in, Aquarius. I feel like you can handle anything that comes your way because you're so aligned. I mean, this is beautiful alignment. And I'm seeing that. Spirit already said that in the beginning here. Alignment, okay? But there's some sort of blessing in disguise. I'm telling you, whenever I've been dissatisfied with anything in my life, it inspires growth. It inspires a new path. It inspires you poking around, looking at different opportunities, different options, because this ain't it, you know? So I think that you're being redirected, rerouted to something else, but it's like you're trying to get over that this month of like, well, I guess I got to go in this direction, but ultimately it's where you're supposed to go. Two of Pentacles. Hierophant. We have double Hierophant. A lot of you are like have strong spiritual teacher skills, or you have a very a deep connection with your higher self leading your life. I think personal mastery is very important to you. A lot of you are doing a lot of work on that to stay open. We have the Queen of Wands sideways. Yeah, I feel like you're reframing your beliefs around what you desire. And I think you're making a big judgment call about what you want to commit to this month. And it's either a new opportunity in work or a new opportunity to push through a blockage in love and really get to the root of it and push. It's like you're breaking through something this month. This is breakthrough energy in April. But there is a significant choice point here because you've been going through something that's been unstable and you're getting a bit fired up this month about it. You're like, okay, let me address this. And overall, though, what this brings about in our lives is rebirth energy, renewal. So you're saying it's been challenging because some of you, this could pertain to a marriage. You want a renewal. You know, you want things to feel more aligned, especially if you feel like you're not spiritually aligned with this person and you put a lot of energy into your growth and they haven't. I'm getting like there's been maybe a little bit of a distance created when two people have been together for a while and someone's not doing the work and the other person is, and someone's saying, we need to invest in like a new beginning here and get on the same page. Others of you, I see you as single, and I think that you're learning a lot about what you value from your past experiences. Some of you may have had some recent missed opportunities that created some hurt and disappointment, but they weren't aligned. Like I said, blessing in disguise. But what they do is they help you double down on what you want, what's your truth when it comes to commitment? What do you really desire in a commitment? Do you want someone who's emotionally mature? Do you want someone who can communicate? You know, do you want more passion? Like you're showing me, I want passion, right? I want emotional maturity. And I am going to go through and rebirth that within myself and align with that frequency. So then whether someone has to stay or go, I want that. And I think that's what you're saying to the universe. I love it. I love it. You're opening up to the possibilities of real deep love and fulfillment. And you're not going to settle for anything less than that. Aquarius, I love this. This is really powerful energy for you. It really is. I'm proud of you because it's hard to do. You're like, I'm getting this block energy, but you're doing it in kind of a funny way. Something that's been, you've been at a crossroads around something in your life for a hot minute. It's a choice point. I think you're blasting through something. This is definitely a breakthrough for you. Like a aha, epiphany. Another 2. Oh my Lord. And we have 2, 2, 2. We have 2 of Pentacles twice now. The 2 of Swords. Oh my. Oh my, Aquarius. Can't make this up. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you have been getting wounded. I think that you are feeling a little worn out by a situation, circumstance in your life, whether it's work or in your home life. There's been a lot of instability, and you could feel like you're not pushing through an issue. And it's around the communication. Whenever I see a Knight of Swords, it's like impassioned communication, fighting words, or just like a feeling like you need to analyze. And, this is you, Aquarius. I feel like you're pushing through some sort of block that has made you feel a little bit of instability and woundedness. And it could very well be something that you've committed to that now you're making a choice over. You know what? Maybe this is... Some of you are choosing to pull away from a long-term commitment and at least enough to evaluate, is this what I want? Or you're meeting somebody and you're evaluating whether you want to be in a long-term commitment with them, and you're already realizing this isn't, if it's already hurting you and causing wounded feelings, and it's like you're like looking at something going, you know what? This could be just like what I've already experienced. Nope. You're telling me if it's unstable and the energy is not aligned. That's the thing too. We're realizing a lot, whether it's in work or in our personal lives, if it's an energetic misalignment, there's not much you can do to alter, right? You can't control how other people show up. And you're realizing that, like, all I can control is me. And you're like, and I am freaking aligned. You are going towards a new beginning here. And I think that you're looking at the things that have worn you out, and it's like you're getting fatigued by maybe fighting for something that Spirit is saying no. Let's look at what you don't see coming here with the Lovers, the 3 of Swords, and the Hierophant. I think that you are misaligned in your values with somebody. There could be cultural differences. It feels like differences in what you both value in connection. There you go. There you go. Whenever I see the 9 of Wands come out and double 3 of Swords, usually there's some sort of ending. There's something that I think you or someone else is saying, you know what, maybe it's time to walk away. Some of you are making big decisions this month. Ooh, we had the Justice that wanted to poke out. Some of you are going through the decision to walk away from a connection. If you're living together and moving out, if you're married, taking a separation here. It's like you're focusing so much on you and your growth that I think too, you're putting an end to a painful cycle that has left you feeling trapped. Ooh, look at all those Swords energy. Oh God, Aquarius. What's weird is that I could look at this and go, this is awful energy, but it's like you're rising above it. So on such a profound level, this is when we stand on top of like a building crumbling down. 10 of Swords comes along with the Tower energy. And I don't see that. I feel like the Tower, let's see what comes out though. Maybe it comes out. I feel like that's already fallen. Yeah. You're being led and guided to get the F out of Dodge after an ending and not linger too long there. It's like, take what you need, right? And move forward. And I think you're showing me that you've learned a lot from shrinking and not honoring self. Maybe a dose of people pleasing and putting up with, things that aren't in alignment with you. Ultimately, you're moving forward and you're moving past something that was very painful for you to experience. And I'm sorry, because this is 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords is brutal. It's brutal because it's like, that's when you have to like have enough self-value to say that I'm not going to remain in this situation anymore because it's not serving me at all. It's not energetically aligned with my truth anymore. And that's what you're saying here. Your intuition is telling you that it's time to walk away from something, because it's like, also this ending may have already occurred, but it's when we have those leftover feelings and it's still taking up so much real estate in the mind, and it's perpetuating this feeling of continuous heartbreak, because it's like, it's sometimes people's actions and words don't make sense and they contradict the truth of a real situation. I'm not seeing the moon here. So I feel like you know what you're dealing with and there's no hiding it or being in an illusion over it. I think you're moving forward, Aquarius, beyond there's something ending here. Okay. Whether it's been the pain of an ending or a literal ending, you're moving on. Okay. And you're moving on quicker than you think. That's what I'm getting. Let's get a frequency here. Yeah, sacral chakra. This is you lighting it back up again in a new beginning. It's a new chapter, right? When these endings happen, it's a fated ending in life, and it allows us to open up. Oh my God, my dog is so cute. She looks like a little rabbit, like this. It's like you're going to be leaping. And I feel like with this Eight of Wands, it's like if it's that whole like, if you've been betrayed by love, love is going to come to you. It's going to come to you. It is. You must believe and continue to have faith in that. Okay? Because you're showing me that love has betrayed me. Right? And I hear you. I hear you and I empathize because I know what it feels like to be betrayed and to feel like, you know, it's like when it's hard for us to reconcile the way things are when we fall in love with the potential of something and it never becomes a reality. So let's read this sacral chakra. Now we have another 2. Everything is so in alignment this morning reading for you all. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Yes, some of you, because the Lovers is here, I went more towards a Lovers, like a romantic energy here. But I will say that you're also, if this has to do with your career, you're somewhere where it is not aligned with your values. And it's like you have fallen completely out of love with this work opportunity or career. You're like, I am not going to hold back from the things that make me happy anymore. And you're showing so much spiritual truth and open-heartedness here. It's almost like you are moving power. There's a lot of movement this month for you. A lot of energy is moving about here. So make sure you root and ground. Telling you, you are though. I don't need to tell you, Aquarius. All right, let's see. Let's get a Sword of Light from Archangel Michael. I feel like everybody needed some extra angelic assistance this month. I just saw 2244. Look that up because you have 2 2s, 3 2s, and 4 4s. So there's something really powerful about being divinely aligned with spirit and knowing that you're being protected right now. Like I said, blessing in disguise energy with a lot of us are having that. This doesn't have to even be a romantic partner, but it's somebody you've been deeply committed to and in your life and saying, you know what, it could have been a business partner, could be a family member, could be a long-term friend, but you're like, you know what, I'm tired. I'm tired of this dynamic and I need to move on. You're fired up though. You're fired up about moving on. You mean it. You're like, I am. All right, now we have take control of your thoughts, which I told you, someone's taking up too much real estate in your mind in the aftermath of all the hurt. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. You have the keys, okay? You have the keys. Let's read this. Number 31, another 4. OMG, what a month, Aquarius. This is unbelievable. You're going to see a lot of 2s and 4s this month, and that's when you're going to know that these angles, right? It's really your higher self, your future self, putting you on that timeline that you're supposed to be on. I think you're jumping timelines, and you're not happy about that because you have to let go of something that's been in your life for a while that you were really bound and committed to, but you didn't realize that it was bounding you, right? You felt trapped. This is when it's time to break free. All right. I can't believe we have another 4. Oh, the synchronicity here. How often do you find yourself saying, I knew this was going to happen? Of course you did. The fact that it happened was because you knew it would. That's just the way the universe works. Whatever you focus your thoughts on, be it fears or hopes, is what you bring into your reality. Is that a spiritual truth? Yes, it is. Is turning your thoughts toward hope also easier said than done? Yes, it is. Your fears and worries have a tendency to obsess your mind. And I understand, sweethearts, I am an air sign. It's awful. Right? When faced with the reality of bad news, good news is shoved aside. That's when things can snowball into a flurry of negative thinking, resulting in you saying, oh no, I just knew this would happen. If you find yourself in a negative dialogue about your life, change the subject regardless of who started the conversation. The key, though, is to not go down that rabbit hole in the first place. So if you're faced with something that worries you, immediately imagine the opposite happening. I have the ability to help you disconnect from fear and quiet your ego. This is Archangel Michael. When you're trying to use the power of your thoughts to your advantage, let me help. With some serious practice, you'll be expecting only the best in your life. Then you'll no longer be amazed when good things happen. Yeah. It's like you could feel like you've been in a rut of difficulty in some aspect of your life, and I think you're learning from it. I think you're going to find new inspiration. You're going to be charging forward in a new direction after some sort of ending. And it's really the end of you being mentally trapped in your mind about a situation that you just need to move past. Move past, double down your truth, because that's your truth. No one can take that from you. Only if you let them. Okay? All right. Let me get some advice. Let's get some advice for you. And then we're going to get a gateway of light activation here. Yeah. There's a lot of confusion about whether this could even out. 6 of Pentacles. You expected generosity and you got friction. Someone's ego got the best of them in your life. I think you've had a lot of confusion around this situation and a lot of hurt. Honey, 3 of Swords. Somebody did you dirty. I'm sorry. Somebody really could have stabbed you in the back. I'm sorry. Oof, I rarely get, immaturity. Emotional immaturity. F's it every time. I feel like you're just like, it is what it is kind of energy this month, right? Their own undoing, right? All right, let's see. Let's get some advice for you, Aquarius. Oh, I love it. Okay. You're going to turn a corner, okay? I'm telling you, you have so much harmony and happiness. Things are going to level out. A lot of you, they're like, you might have lost complete hope and faith in your ability to emotionally harmonize. Just in general, just to feel good about life, right? Feel positive, feel the blessings. There's new energy coming towards you and a new opportunity. You had a Page of Pentacles here and the Fool. So you've got a new beginning coming in. I feel like April, you just got to release what you need to release from this past situation and open up to the new. You got a new connection coming in. You do. You could be dealing with a Gemini. I feel like you could feel like you have to end something here and let go. And when you do that and you trust in the universe and you stay positive, which I see you getting to this place, you call in. I have to get a little bit more. What is this? Yeah, it's coming by way of an ending. You are actually being put on your highest timeline and you have love on that timeline. But you got to give yourself a little bit of time to work through this. Yeah. 7 of Swords. You got some trust issues. I don't blame you because you were definitely betrayed, but you're going to rise above this. 6 of Wands. You got this. Yeah. You got to work through the pain first, sweethearts. Okay. You're going to, but this is the hope that Spirit wants you to have for the new, because the new is you're going to be in a line. Can you imagine being aligned with like something that is so meant for you when you've been accepting something that is not, right? Big difference in energy. Okay. So there's a lot of letting go in April for you energetically, and I know you can do this. All right. The Merkaba activation along with the Palladian activation. They're saying the Palladian activation is really important. So Merkaba has a lot to do with us transcending and ascending and rising above a situation that was lower vibrational energy that someone brought in, that you have had to learn a lot about boundaries, a lot about your own personal truth, a lot about your own values and morals and beliefs. And this is about your ascension. You are rising up after all this and you're getting so beautifully aligned. It is a blessing in disguise, okay? This is a coming together, a harmony in the heavens, and a resolution. You could be resolving a long-standing beef, and making peace with something this month. And, you know, the Pleiadians are all, who got this? Was it Libra? There was something too maybe going on in the air signs around forgiveness and letting go and a harmonization of self as a result of someone betraying your trust, okay, and doing the work to overcome the pain of that. A lot of people have had some really intense emotions as of late. I will say April is a month of cleanup, okay, for the collective and letting go of the past, okay, emotionally, energetically. Where am I? I'm way far ahead. I'm in S's here. Where are the P's? There we go. Pleiadian energy is about coming together in peace and in harmony. You are blessed to receive this gateway. This is the timeline I'm telling you about. For it is a powerful message of assurance that whatever uncomfortable energy you are experiencing right now will soon be washed away. The Pleiadians are beings who live in complete honor of their planets and their people. They acknowledge that in seeing and connecting with one another, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. Yeah, you really are. You're experiencing your divine wisdom this month. They also know the consequences of disrespecting others. Someone really did disrespect you, Aquarius, and it was not okay. It's for this reason that this is no longer possible for them. If you are being challenged by loved ones now, aim to shift the dynamics of this relationship through a loving approach. The lesson you are facing at this time is an opportunity to heal old wounds and operate from a higher state of being. Yeah. And I do see you doing that. You are definitely, there's a renewal here of the love and the harmonization within self, and then that will fall in place outside of you. Okay. This is about your own alignment and your connections and actually these obstacles, pushing through these difficulties and allowing these changes, the winds of change to blow in your favor as a result. Okay. I feel like you're being put on the right path, Aquarius, the path that's truly meant for you this month. All right. So you can invest your energy wisely in the connections and the people and places and things that can truly harmonize with you. Okay. Take care. I'm sending you lots of love. Namaste.